everyone, and welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of girls high school hockey. It's the regular season finale as the Bluebirds host the Wayzata Trojans. Joe Young and Jerry Grant up above the action, and Jerry, a Wayzata team coming in struggling, but having faced some very tough opponents.
Absolutely. You look at their record, they have beat North Wright County, a team that gave the Bluebirds trouble when we saw them about a month and a half ago. They lost to Centennial by 1 goal, and they've tied Blaine. So you look at their record and you go, oh, they're, 0-6-1 in their last 7, and you think, oh, this is a cakewalk. Well, I think the record's deceiving.
Well, the Cardinals are going to be without one of their top players in Sydney Bernovic, nicked up. They're hoping she will be back in time for next week's playoffs, but not here to assist as they try to slow the Trojans. The Trojans just looking for something positive to take to the postseason. They don't score a ton. They have 3 girls tied at the top with 17 points each. Their leading goal scorer is Davy Mokelke, but 3 players at 17. They have a couple of others in double digits. Meanwhile, Coon Rapids, Champlain Park comes in with a handful of girls with over 30 points this season. They can really put the puck away. And after back-to-back losses to top 10 teams in Centennial and Andover, they're looking for this to be a bounce-back game. For the Coon Rapids Cardinals, only a couple of seniors that have a meaningful impact in most of their varsity games. Kyla Ketting playing in her last home game. She is the leading senior point scorer for the Cardinals with 6 goals, 6 assists, 5th overall in points with 12. You see those top 4 from 41 for McKenzie, Bernovic, and Semling tied with 34. Kind of a drop-off after that. Bowden's got 24, and then you find Semling and the rest of the crew. But it's been a group effort for this Bluebird team all season long. They got that long needed section win last year. They're hoping they can do it again this year.
Well, I'm really glad you bounced back because you owe a buck to the Bluebird Fund. You said the Cardinals twice, and I want that to be on record for Howie's watching out there. But you're right. This is a big game for both teams. You want to win going into the playoffs because you want some momentum. You want to get things rolling. And I think both teams are going to be really fighting hard tonight to get the victory.
Well, we will take a break and be back with the puck drop. The regular season finale between the Bluebirds and the Trojans is next on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the rink, just about ready to get the puck drop between the Bluebirds and the Trojans. I'll get it right one of these years.
It's hard. It took me hours and hours at home practicing to get it right. And finally, I think I'll go 0 for tonight. That's my goal.
All right, well, I probably won't catch you.
If I mess up, you let me have it.
I'm sure I will probably miss it and agree with whatever statement you make regarding the team that, some of these young ladies would be playing for if they were separate.
This is true. Well, it'd be interesting to see the Bluebirds get off to a quick start. They'd like to use their speed, get that puck down in the Wayzata end and make some things happen.
Coach's daughter, Ella Podiak, between the pipes for the Wayzata Trojans. And they have been under siege a lot this season. They, as a team, give up 4 goals per game.
Yeah, well, she's a 3.67 goals against, 8.52 save percentage. Not bad. And Wastro, on the other hand, having a nice year. She's made a lot of good saves. She's got a 2.30 and 9.14.
Lily McKenzie getting an early opportunity from the top of the zone, gloved by Podiak. Will have a face-off to her right.
Good start. Win the draw, get down, get a shot.
Taylor Zahalka elevated to that top line. Good pass up top. Del Castillo's shot didn't get through traffic. Still loose, forced toward the top of the zone by the Trojans, but Coon Rapids able to get it back in deep. And Zahalka, we know, started as a center, second line center at the beginning of the season, dropped back to the blue line for a couple of weeks when injury forced an opening at the blue line. She stepped back when Swegan went down, and now playing on the first line wing when Bernovic gets nicked up.
Good to have a versatile player that can step into any role. That's very important. Good line change. Second unit come out.
Bowden pressuring along the wall, catches up to it just inside the blue line. Wayzata able to get it out to center. Into the zone comes Crandall. Sends it in on goal. It's covered up by Wastrel. Right there looking for a rebound was Julia Ostapek.
Both teams with an early shot on goal.
Bluebirds win the draw. Alphin sends it through neutral. It's deflected in. No icing. Calabo had it stripped by Bowden. Or Alphin, rather. Alphin through traffic, kicked away. No, I was right the first time. That's the Bowden. Both have older brothers on the boys hockey team. They played a thriller this afternoon.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Blew a 4-1 lead in the second period, but eventually came back for a 10-7 win.
Yeah, they could score some goals.
That was their 4th game in 5 days.
Oh, I know. I saw they had 3 in a row, 3 days in a row.
Yep. Wow. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
And they went 2-1, I do believe it was.
And now 3-1 over this quick stretch. The Swegan behind the net, swings it around. Evelyn Semling trying to sweep it along, and now Swegan able to poke it out to center. Onto it with speed is Isabel Roca. Tried to get it back out front. She was tied up along the end boards. Reed there to support. Fired back in by Del Castillo. Trojans will try the near side instead. Getting it to center was Lawrence. She plays it off the boards and deep into the Champlain Park Coon Rapids end. Milton's pass, nobody home. Stepping into the shot was Noelle Noble, but it was blocked and forced back out to neutral ice. Back in is Jenna Britz. The Britz twins, Jenna and Nicole, 24 and 23 respectively, are the other 2 players tied with 17 points atop the leaderboard for the Wayzata Trojans, just juniors.
Yeah, they have 4 players with 15 or more points.
Del Castillo able to force it out of the zone. Mokelke will send it back in. She'll head off for a line change. Del Castillo touches it along to McKenzie. Not enough on that pass. Sent back into the zone. by Ostepik. McKenzie inside the blue line across. One-timer for Semling. The puck was fluttering. Didn't get a lot on it. And it's gloved by Podiak.
Yeah, still a good shot. She was able to get a little bit of a nice half wind up on that. Hit that puck. It was fluttering a little bit on end, but did hit it fairly solid. So good save. There on the replay, top of the circle.
Morgan Kennedy skates to center. Enters along the left wing. Back up top, one-timer. Kicked away by Wastrel. Opportunity for Nicole Brits.
3-1.
Zalka. Little too far ahead of McKenzie entering the zone as Swegan carries it deep and around. Leaves it off for McKenzie. Stripped off her stick. Alphen will send it back in deep. Got past McKenzie. Zahalka recovers. Semling, top of the circles, bobbled it. Zahalka recovers. Tried to play it back in deep. Kennedy intercepts. Brings to center. Her pass too far in front on the far side. Then a shot in, gloved down and covered by Maddie Wastrel.
Fundamentals, Joe. 3-on-1. You have a player ahead of you. Always move the puck ahead so she doesn't have to wait at the blue line, because McKenzie was up about 7-8 feet ahead in that play. Just get her the puck, let her go wide, break the D down, then you're going to have more opportunities. As it was, had to slow her down, had all the timing on.
Shot from the point, got through traffic, but not through the glove of Wastrel. Will try again to her right. Face-off win by Wayzata, played back into the corner. Tied up along the side of the net, and Wastrel able to cover it up.
Yep, good decision. A lot of players down there. Cover the puck up. Get a line change. Got to see Coach Gutterman. Had a nice chat before the game.
Brits able to win the draw for Wayzata again. Cross-ice pass taken away by Semling. She's tracked down from behind by Mokelke. Mokelke's pass up ice, hit a skate. She'll fire it out on the backhand. Brits was spun around and down. Loose puck to McKenzie, but Brits right back on her feet, has the puck on her stick, and that is offside as Sanders had not yet exited the zone.
Nope, was not out. They tried to sneak that puck in quick. Didn't work. Guess with 5 shots on goal. The Birds with 3.
Well, and despite the record, and we talked about it, it's a little deceiving because of the level of competition they faced and the number of close games they've lost. But Coach Gutterman said this is a team that scares me because they've been right there with so many good teams. If we give them too much, we could end up on the losing side, and neither team wants to go in on a losing streak. Coon Rapids, Champlain Park comes in winners of their losers of their last 2, and as we talked about, 8 without a win for Wayzata. Head coach Brad Podiak.
Yeah,
I feel your pain, my friend. A goalie, dad, and a coach.
Oh, that's hard.
Played out to center, Alphen across. Swegan's up ice pass was denied and sent back in deep by Mokelke. Alphen trying to work out, can't get past Mokelke either. She'll pin her to the boards though. Puck comes free toward the net as Swegan tried to play it up the boards. There's still traffic there.
3 people up the wall there. There you go.
Alphen will play it across this time to Ketting. Bounces off her stick into the zone. Hammered back off the boards by Lindahl, but Bowden keeps it in the zone. Swept out to center by Sanders. And now stopped up by Tessa Bowden. Bowden will flip it in deep and give chase. Calabo, far side, slowed. Puck forced back in deep.
That's how you do it right there. Just get that puck, move it, work it around.
Mokelke walking around Del Castillo, but Paginen able to get a stick in and break it up right before the blue line.
Yeah, see why she's one of the leading scorers.
She's
good
quick.
Speed.
Good hands and 2 quick steps.
Yeah, good stick handler. There she goes again.
Morgan dumps it in. Del Castillo gets there first. Reverses. McKenzie out of the corner. Semling, 1 touch. It was deflected, but got through to Zaholka. A lot of traffic there. It's poked off her stick. Zaholka tried to play it in. Now loose at center. Milton steps onto it, plays it in, but right to the stick of Nicole Britz. Kept in at the line by McKenzie. Zaholka kept it alive. Turning with it now is Kennedy. Kennedy cuts back. Still in the zone. Sweeps it back out to neutral. Loose puck kept away from Semling. And the Trojans will regroup in their own end. That pass deflected but got through. Shoveled in on the backhand by Claire Freed. Freed recovers it out of the corner, outnumbered by Bluebirds. This one forced cross ice and all the way down. Calabo will recover as the Bluebirds get a line change. Pass ahead, working through center is Freed. She's stripped of the puck by Evelyn Semling. Jumping on it is Roca, trying to get around the corner, poked away by Noble. Noble trying to come off the board with it now. Flips it ahead for Lawrence. Into the zone, she'll fire it deep. Centering pass, a great opportunity and back-to-back saves for Maddie Wastrel. Lola Crandall was at the bottom of the circles. A perfect feed for the one-time opportunity from behind the net. Wastrel made the initial stop and also the follow-up. Noble, the defender, up on the plate, tracks it down behind the net and gives that look to Noble on the doorstep.
Yeah, gotta make sure you have people in front of that net.
That pass was just out of the reach of Tessa Bowden, looking for the stretch.
Yeah, that's always a tricky one. Wayzata, they're content with dumping the puck in, and on that exchange there, they're able to get a player to rush it behind the net, get a D to chase her, and didn't have the communication to get that other person in front to cover that wide open player. Just have to keep working on that, because down the line, that's going to get you.
Cross ice pass, and Bolden's pressure chase the defender out of the zone. Ketting will snap one just over the crossbar. Kept in at the far side by Alphin. Through traffic, Easton's shot. Podiak the save. It's covered and the whistle blows. It did come free into the corner, but will drop the puck to the right of Podiak.
That's the attitude there. Yeah, nice rush. Come on in, take a look. Good shot up for the blocker. Good save.
Milton jamming down the wall, trying to keep it in for the Bluebirds. Instead, the pass to Kelke was disrupted, and the other way come the Bluebirds. McKenzie puts it in on goal, sticked away by Podiak. That pass skipped away from McKenzie. Trojans trying to break out the far side as Swegan slows things down. Cross ice pass, Mokelke will send it into the corner. She'll head off. Milton reverses. Slowed by Semling, just enough to give McKenzie a chance. She will dump it in and around and try to track it down in the corner. Zaholka stopping things up along the backboard. That one handcuffed. Alphin coming off the board as Swegan indirect for Zaholka. Back in. Just again, just out of reach of McKenzie. Stepping up, Paginen, and now the numbers for Wayzata, and the pass handcuffs Freed out front at the other end. She would have had a wide open look. A turnover right at the top of the slot, and Crandall couldn't get it back toward the net.
Good thing, two open players. Got too much stick handling in front of your net again.
I was just going to say that's 3 straight times they've tried to come up the middle, and the road has been closed in a dangerous spot to lose the puck. McKenzie dead tired at the end of a shift, still able to lead the rush to the other end. Semling comes over to support. She battles for it in the corner, shrugs off one Trojan, gets help from her sister. Evie gets it out to the line. The shot by Del Castillo gets through.
Yeah, more of that. Just keep shooting that puck. Get that thing on the net, get some rebounds.
This one off the board all the way down. Del Castillo quickly up for Roca at the blue line. She's met right there by Jean Leach. Trojans regroup. Good stick by Milton. Roca back for Evelyn Semling. Fanned on the dump attempt. Can't get it past Calebo. Morgan Kennedy dumps it back in deep. That pass intercepted. Battle continues for Caitlin Easton. Bumped off it by Nicole Britz. This one poked out front, and a good back check from Roca, taking the stick away from Morgan Kennedy at the last second out front.
Good thing. Wayzata is very good at puck battles. They have some strong players. They're out-muscling the Bluebirds at times.
Long pass ahead, gets all the way through. Icing waved off. Milton will send it back up the boards. Easton fans on the pass attempt. Swept away from her by Jenna Britz out front. I'm not sure if Swegan blocked that or if Wastrel made the save, but another turnover leads to a point-blank chance for the Wayzata Trojans, and Wastrel bails out the home team again.
Yep, that's two. They over two good saves, but easily 2-0.
4.5 to play in the opening period. No score. Slight edge in shots on goal goes to the visiting Trojans, but I would say both good scoring opportunities have gone their way.
Yeah, absolutely. They're the ones that are getting in the paint down there and getting those greasy looking chances right on Wastrel's doorstep.
Well, I'd say Kyla Ketting had a good look at the net and snapped it just over the top of the crossbar, but that was two well set up players right at the top of the crease.
Yeah.
This one flipped ahead. McKenzie is not going to be able to get there in front of Lindahl. She circles behind her own net, peels away from the pressure. Cross ice pass taken away by Del Castillo. She lost it in the traffic though. Rhiannon Loritz dumps it in deep, gives chase, poked away from her by Del Castillo. Semling goes cross ice, hit Swegan in the skates, and it's swept back in on the backhand by Claire Freed. Semling. Cross ice, out of reach for Zahalka. She's able to come over and get it herself. Snaps a shot on goal. Pontiac makes the save. We'll have another face-off at the Wayzata end with 3:11 to go.
There's that trouble in the front of the net. Yeah, nice play by Wayzata. Just walked it, made the pass before getting to the post, and there's that wide open player.
And that's on Swegan. You got to have your head on a swivel. That's your responsibility. But I think she did get a piece of the shot just from fortunate positioning. But yeah, a couple of grade A chances for Wayzata here in the first period.
That's more what the Bluebirds have to do, get the puck down low, but out they come too quickly.
Morgan Kennedy handles the puck well. She's shown her skills all period long. All the way down, gets it deep. Passionate swept in, couldn't get it past Britz. Britz recovers out of the corner, trying to center. That's intercepted, but right back to Kennedy. And a blocker save from Wastrel. Again, a Wayzata player right on the doorstep.
Yeah, two players looking at the puck rather than the player on that one.
Bowden flips this one around the defense, tries to get there first, and just enough to get across the line and make it icing.
Well, the Bluebirds will be happy to get in the locker room at tied or the lead because they've made some mistakes in their D zone, and that's the third open player right in front of the net. And Wastrel's been big. She's handled that, but you don't want her to do that too many more times.
Off the draw, Milton carries behind her own net, pressured by two Trojans. Hands it off for Alphen. Alphen Leaned on there by Freed.
Very aggressive on their forecheck, and they're strong.
Alphen able to escape the zone. Short angle shot, save made, but a dangerous rebound. Swept on and missed by Ketting. Ketting off the board, top of the circles. Her shot didn't get through the traffic. Poked at again. Comes free. Tessa Bowden will play it back to Milton at the point. Back down low, out of the reach of Bowden. Held at the line of Swegan. Sends it back into the middle. Deflected in on goal by Ketting, but a pretty easy cover for Ella Podiak.
Well, that is more like it. Good zone entry. Take it wide. Look, take the shot, and the goaltender Podiak doesn't know where the puck is, and get on that rebound and move it around. They got 3 shots off of that little flurry there.
Semling at the top of the zone. Her shot blocked by Britt. Recovered off the board by Swegan. Leaves it for McKenzie in the corner. She will send it back down low again. Zahalka behind the net. Up top, Del Castillo. Across, Semling off the board, fires. That deflected and went up over the net. Del Castillo had it tipped away by Mokelke. Sends it back in low. Semling slips the check from Kellebo out to the point. Shot by Swegan, deflected and ends wide. Again, played to the point. Poked out of the zone by Mokelke. Circling in the corner, Lindahl. Backhander won't get it out of the zone. Semling.
Good idea.
Trying to slide it back across. McKenzie up to the top. Del Castillo's shot is blocked. McKenzie hammers it toward the net, didn't get through. Trojans finally able to force it the length of the ice, and that'll be icing with 12 seconds to go in this opening period.
Now, the last 2 minutes of this period have been the best for the Bluebirds. They've done the things we've seen them do well in the past. Get the puck deep, cycle, move it around, attack with speed. Got to keep doing that.
Face-off win for CPCR. Play it down low.
Too bad.
McKenzie trying to send it to the slot, but it was tipped and ended up giving the Trojans an opportunity to clear and end the period. Down at the other end, the Bluebirds end up on top in the shot clock, 12-8, but no score on the board after one. Take a break, have first period highlights after this. You're watching girls high school hockey on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Back at the Crick, no score between the Bluebirds and the Trojans. And Jerry, pretty much what we expected. A team in Wayzata probably a little better than their 6-win record might indicate. They have been right with the Bluebirds throughout the first 17 minutes and created more great scoring opportunities. CPCR, really only a handful of looks and all from, it seems, distance. While Wayzata was getting looks from the very top of the crease. Here's one. Wastrel came up with 2 great saves on that opportunity. And here's another one. All eyes down low, and the trailer nearly cashed in.
Turnover.
And CPCR put a few more pucks on the net late in the period. And as you mentioned, Jerry, the last couple of minutes playing the game a little more the way they need to play if they want to be competitive.
Yeah, early on, Wayzata had 5 good chances in the house. Coon Rapids had 2. They had more perimeter shots. But yeah, they didn't really get into their game, I think, until the last 3 minutes of the period there. They started moving their feet, started getting after loose pucks. That's what they have to do for 2 more periods.
Well, and again, this is the last essential warm-up for the playoffs. Right now, Coon Rapids, Champlain Park comes in ranked 4th in the QRF in their section. So a win here might help them secure being the home team, although it will be on the road when they start the playoffs next week. We'll take a break, and we will be back with the second period puck drop right after this on CTN. Welcome back to Coon Rapids Ice Center. Champlain Park, Coon Rapids, and Wayzata scoreless after the first period. No entries on the score sheet. No penalties. No scoring, obviously. Both netminders up to the task. Podiak with 12 saves. Wastrel with 8.
And Wastrel, I think, had the more challenging one. She made 2 really
100%.
good saves right in front of her.
Even.
Yeah, they had the third one, too.
At least 3, I would say, within 5 feet of the top of the crease.
Yeah, I'd like to see them tighten that up here this period. That's something you can't do once the playoff starts.
Played out to center and right back in. Sweeten gets it right back out. Kelke. Excuse me, that was Sanders sending it in deep. Brits plays it out to the point. The shot through traffic deflected, and Wastrel in position to make the save.
She did.
They'll try another chip play, this time deflected wide. CPCR able to flip it out to center. Semling pressuring Noble. Plays it across. Zahalka able to force it into the zone. Noble gets it back, but then hands it right back to McKenzie. A centering pass off the heel of the stick of Zahalka. Wayzata able to send it all the way down, but icing waved off as it was deflected by the home squad. Alphen stops up, plays it off the boards. Stepping in is Mokelke. She'll spin and fire into the near corner. Bowden recovers off the boards. Looking for a lane up the middle, and will find it. Into the offensive end, lost the handle into the corner. Recovers there, pressure comes. Puck comes free, poked around. Nola Milton all the way down below the goal line. But now out front and sent just wide. Bowden recovers back to the point. Del Castillo is shot, saved by Podiak. Ketting right on the rebound, taking away the eyes of the keeper and looking for that rebound, but just out of her reach. Wayzata fires it the length of the ice.
I think Ketting might have got a stick on that tip. I really like how this line is playing right now for the Bluebirds. It's been their best line so far. low, that shot. There's that little tip.
She did. She got a great tip on
a beautiful tip.
And look at her taking 2 defenders as she battles for the rebound.
That's what we like to see right there, that kind of hockey. Good hard work.
Battle in the corner. It's Ketting again. Del Castillo fires it around. Gallibo is slowed, sends it back in for Freed. Up the boards, played to center by Wayzata. Bowden stops it up. Easton sweeps it back in. Gallibo gets to the red line, dumps it in deep. Trojans trying to get in on the forecheck. Del Castillo out to the line, but held there by Crandall. Centering pass, and that was Caitlin Easton.
Yep, she did her job
taking
there.
away the potential pass recipients.
First period, that player would have stayed open, but they're good recovery, good communication.
Long pass, bad change, and Britt's in a step too early, and that was close.
Well, ref was on the line. We have to give him that.
Fortunate for Coon Rapids, Champlain Park, whether she was onside or not, but yeah, I think that's the right call.
Pretty close, but a good break for the Birds.
Yeah, that was a bad line change, and yeah, one of your top point getters standing at that offensive blue line. Swegan tried to keep it out as she lost an edge, but it's sent in deep. Jenna Britz will leave it. Alphen kept it away from Sanders down low, but Wayzata swings it back in and around. Evelyn Semley trying to move it along. Britz got in the way.
Oh, open player again.
Backdoor. Kelke had great chance, and another huge save for Maddie Wastrel.
Yeah, the coach has to be pulling his hair out watching this. They just keep getting people lost in the coverage in front of their own net. You just have to fix that.
Well, this is one of the things that Coach Gutterman was talking about. That was 4 players outside the dots.
Yeah. On the puck side, too much puck hunting.
He said, yes, we're aggressive and we want to continue to be aggressive, but you have to still be able to play your position defensively. Weak side protection has to be there.
That's right. Well, that's probably why Wayzata has the record they have. They're not cashing in on those. If that's Centennial or if that's Maple Grove, that's probably in the net. There you go. Wow.
Centering attempt just out of the reach of Semling. Back the other way comes Wayzata, and we're going to see our first penalty of the game as Ostepik used her speed to force a reach and a penalty.
Okay, well, we'll see here. There's the hands. Yep, the hook. Unless he called it something else. Definitely the hook. Well, we'll see the power play at 8.9%, and hopefully that'll stay true for the Bluebirds to see if they can kill it off, because their penalty kill is zipping along at fairly good pace for the Birds at 87.5.
Backdoor pass broken up by a diving Nola Milton. Lily McKenzie will carry to center, dump and give chase. She's there in front of the Wayzata Trojans. Pinned to the board, continues to battle. She ends up on the ice. Trojans work it far side. Mokelke into the zone. Will send it down and around. Slowed by Wastrel. Poked along by Oswego. At the line, Britz has it poked away by McKenzie. McKenzie trying to get in on the breakaway. Mokelke dives, takes out her legs. That's a penalty. Will it be a penalty shot?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
But good job by Lily to get on that puck and draw that penalty and wipe out the Wayzata power play with 1:16 left in it. So we'll play 4-4 for 1:16. Good angle by both players. McKenzie started to drive to the net. Which is how you get a penalty. Go right to the middle of that net, drive there, and make that player take you down because she does not have the angle. And that's a good person to have in the box because Milwaukee's had a pretty darn good game so far.
So we'll play 4-on-4 for 1:16.
I think they're trying to talk about a penalty shot, but close, but the referee's not going to buy it, I don't think. Worth the argument.
Yeah, I think just good speed from Mokelke. I think she takes a couple more strides rather than leaving her feet. She might be able to at least limit it to a not great opportunity and not take the penalty. But CPCR's all for her leaving her feet and giving it up. They're one of their leading scorers in the box while they play 4-on-4 with the extra ice. Alphen forcing it along. Bowden comes back for it, gets it ahead to Easton. Had to recover on her backhand and could not control. Noble gets back out to center. A little stick fighting there. Loose puck recovered by Leach. Snaps it on goal. Stick save Wastrel. Leach recovers. Her pass deflected to the corner by Bowden. Out of the corner, Callie Alford. To center she comes, to the line, 2-on-2. Across for Easton, it was in her skates a little bit. She battles with Calabo along the end board. Calabo poking it along, using that long stick. Extra reach, Bowden gets it back to the point. McKenzie left it behind, got spun around, and it's poked out to center by Kennedy. CPCR at full strength and on the power play. And Wayzata with
one less player. You got to move it around. You got an advantage. You got a 5-on-3 basically. Nope, didn't take advantage of it.
Zahalka spinning out of the corner. To Semling, snaps his shot, hits the side of the net. Tripped up in the corner is Bowden, but got it to the line. Sent back in deep and around by Oswego.
Set it up. Set it up. What you got to do.
Played to the line, held there by Oswego. 5 seconds left on the power play. That one misses wide, and will do it for the advantage. We play on, just about 10 minutes remaining in the second period. Still no score between the Cardinals and the Bluebirds and the Trojans. I'm up to about $1 million in the Bluebird
Well, they're going to like
fund.
They're going to like it.
Mokelke trying to slip between a couple of defenders, but Oswego able to intercept. Mokelke recovers off the board, gets it back out at center, and they'll have to regroup as they have some bodies on the ice, and they are in a step early there, and that's going to be intentional offside. We're going all the way.
Playing a pretty good disciplined style. They play good position, and they're real good on loose pucks.
They are, and they keep their feet moving.
Yes, they do. And that's hockey, 101.
Plenty of effort. Lawrence carries to center. Will dump and chase. Alphen first one there for CPCR. Met in the corner by Freed. Puck comes free, an opportunity for Lawrence, but the save and hold for Maddie Wastrel.
Yeah, Wayzata's been very opportunistic. There's a loose puck bouncing around anywhere near the circles. They seem to get to it first and get a good shot opportunity. See there's that player right in the right spot. Jumps in there, and Wastrel kept her body in front of it.
Face-off win for the Bluebirds. Milton pressured and coughs it up, but there to support was Easton. Ahead for Tessa Bowden. Bowden will flip it in. Try and get around Noble. She was slowed, and Noble will sweep it around behind for Brits. Brits gets it past Milton, who got tripped up into the corner. Keddy recovers and stops it up off the stick of Steeler at center. Keddy will chip it in.
Good decision. She was alone.
Noble puts it back behind. Streeter Sends it around out of the reach of Nicole Britz. Alphen fires into the far corner. Bowden recovers, centers. Just out of the reach of Ketting, and back the other way comes Britz. Sorry, Crandall. Crandall dumps it in. Paginen circles back behind her own net. Out of the reach of Crandall. And
yep, got outnumbered.
another good opportunity, this time for Morgan Kennedy. Wastrel makes the save. Good stick there from Alphen. Wouldn't allow her to come back from behind the net. Alphen with speed through center, crosses over, and that's going to be outside. McKenzie could only stretch her legs so far.
Yeah, well, Alphen was really maneuvering there, and she made that move right before the blue line, which a lot of times will get somebody offside, unfortunately. Yeah, Wayzata was a real good forecheck, putting pressure on the Birds and their end. They got to watch that. They're putting that second player in there hard.
Britz is going to draw the penalty as she was stood up by Kylie Oswegen. Oswegen says, I don't know what I did other than stand my ground and not let her push past me.
Yeah, the fall to the ice evidently caused that penalty to be called.
Yeah, she kind of finished her check a little bit.
Well, the problem is you got to make sure you don't go for that outside move and get yourself out of position. Defense is played inside the dots. Got to protect that area.
Face-off win for the Trojans. They set up on the power play. Didn't get much going before taking a penalty of their own. First time around, that shot deflected and ended up wide. Crandall behind the net, gets it to Noble. Leaves it back for Freed. It was kicked away from her. Bowden gets it, or Del Castillo rather, gets it free, sends it the length of the ice. Lily McKenzie, first one there. Circling on her backhand, plays it in between the keeper's legs, and it took a fortunate bounce for Wayzata as it went off the inside of her right leg and came back out instead of sneaking through.
Too bad she couldn't get that shot up a little quicker because she had a lot of open room. But she was covered fairly well. Good play. There she goes again.
Calibo's shot didn't quite make it through. Swept away, but McKenzie's still the first one there. And again, trying to circle out of the corner on her backhand. Alphen couldn't control. McKenzie tied up. Gave a little whack to the stick of Noble and knocked it out of her hand. Sanders sends it in deep. Backhand chance.
Wastrel's on the post. See McKenzie here. Walking, wheeling the Russian circle. Gets there. Look at an open net. She just, unfortunately, almost got the 5-hole, but that goalie was not at that post very quickly. So.
I think it's a much different result if she's on her forehand.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Circling out of her forehand corner.
It's in the goal. Pretty good job on her backhand, even though. That was a good section of penalty killing by that group.
This one cleared the length of the ice. Caitlin Easton will come down and put on a little pressure shorthanded. Bowden comes to support. Turned over at the red line. Sent back in by Del Castillo, and that will do it for the penalty to Kylie Oswegen.
Good penalty kill. Only a couple chances for Wayzata. The Bluebirds had the better chances, I do believe. Here we go. Get it.
4 bodies hit the ice all together. Numbers the other way for CPCR. Bowden couldn't get it past the skates of Britz. Sanders couldn't take it away from Alphen. Easton bodied off the puck by Mokelke. Bowden's shot is blocked by Britz. Can't get it through her feet either. Tripped her up a little bit. And solid contact. Second penalty of the game for Mokelke.
That was not a very wise decision there. But she did it. The reason she did is Bowden was having a nice shift. She was all over the place, and she had that. That's a check from behind, too.
A lot of numbers there. That's not the way the call will be.
I've seen a lot lighter checks called for 5 minutes.
Agreed. Tie up off the draw. Trojans only one putting a stick in there to dig it free, and
won the battle again.
Gene Leach sends it to the other end. Lily McKenzie cuts back to the middle with speed at the blue line. Lost the handle, but right to Zahalka. Her pass out of the reach of Semling. She'll track it down in the corner.
Set it down and just move the puck is all they have to do. There you go, head up and look.
Semling cross ice. McKenzie is shot, a save for Podiak, and she'll hold on.
That's better though. Get your heads up, you have time, get the puck under control. It's not the hot potato thing, and then find the open player.
Good seam pass, cross ice from June Semling.
Yeah. I'd like to see that player a little closer to the dot, have a little better angle, but I'm nitpicking.
Another face-off off the draw this time. CPCR trying to get sticks in there at least, but kick free by Jenna Britz. She skates to center, dumps it in, trying to get around Zahalka. Loose puck recovered by June Semling. Semling, her pass off the stick of McKenzie. Dump attempt taken away by Oswego. She carries into the zone, tried to leave it, and that hit someone on the bench as it was shoveled out by Jenna Britz.
Yeah, you just need to make sure you make the right reads. On the breakout there, you had all that open ice here on the right side, and you skate back into all the traffic. Just keep going where the open space is.
Zahalka able to win the draw for the the Bluebirds. Set up to the near side. The shot by McKenzie, blocked by Kelebo. Alfred off the boards for McKenzie, looking back door, nobody there. Semling up top, Alfred walking in, has room, her shot hit a body out front and ended up wide. Left for Semling. Semling trying to walk in. Didn't get a lot on that shot. It trickles into the near corner. McKenzie trying to center. That was poked away. And Elfin can't get there in time to hold the zone. 20 seconds left on the advantage. That's fired into the near corner. McKenzie jams at it, hops free. Bowden recovers. Circles near the blue line. Finds a little bit of room. Trying to get free, but couldn't get off a good shot. McKenzie kicks it to Bowden behind. Penalty is over, and Wayzata able to kill it off. Alfred pressured from behind, gets it down low. Alfred off the side of the net. Calabo trying to start the breakout. That's 10, well, probably 9 exhausted bodies out there and one fresh one. And here is Stepik behind the defense. Flipped it up and over the net. She got her to bite, opened up that top corner, and then just put a little too much air on it. Dumping it is McKenzie, gives chase, tied up, lost a stick and a glove.
Getting physical out there.
Well, a number of these players just want a whistle from both teams. Just want a whistle to get some fresh bodies out there.
Good screen. And look at that. Ooh, just ticked something.
Maybe it was the goaltender knob of her stick.
And Wastrel with a nice job there, able to just hold her ground as the blue ox sign fell down behind us. Luckily it didn't hit us.
Loose puck at center, swept along by the Trojans. Britt's able to get it into the zone and just kind of chops it in on net. And it's gloved by Maddie Wastrel.
Yeah, good job by Maddie. Just hold on to that puck, get a face-off. Yeah, shots 18-15. Let's say a very even game. Both teams are playing as if it's a playoff game right now. Whoever gets that first goal I think it's going to be pretty important tonight.
Face-off win for Wayzata, but the pass to the line carried Leach out of the zone. They've got to try and regroup. Bouncing puck, fanned on by Mokelke. More bodies hitting the ice.
There's a lot of scrums.
Really, a couple of little tie-ups there where they weren't even playing the puck. They didn't even know where the puck was. Tie up along the boards. Puck in the feet. Dug free by Brits, and her pass doesn't click. That goes all the way down, and we'll become icing with 1:11 to go.
1:11. Well, win a face-off here and try to get some good zone time and get a couple good shots. Got to get one sooner or later.
Still no score in this contest. Almost through the second period. We have 2 penalties on each team here in the second period. Eswegan looking backdoor. Alphen, a one-timer, didn't get what she wanted on it. It was a good setup off the face-off win. Eswegan able to hold at the line. Easton an opportunity, and a blocker save by Podiak. Alphen had it poked off her stick, and now a chance for Wayzata, but that pass deflection by their own player may have cost them an opportunity 3-on-1.
It did.
Noble will lead the rush and carry into the zone, going wide on Eswegan. Under 30 to play. She centers an opportunity. Misses just wide for Brits. Wraparound chance. Wastrel is there, and the whistle blows.
Whoa.
Not sure where it was frozen, but possible Coon Rapids Champlain Park benefiting from a quick whistle.
Look, just got her foot back on that post. She was thinking the other way, and
it is right
back.
against
right there.
It is right against the side of the net, but
she's there.
Not really that covered. Zalka tried to jump up ice, but the puck poked free. Brits out front. A one-timer by Mokelke was hampered by Nola Milton getting a good stick. Zalka's pass denied, came right back to her, tipped into the zone. The buzzer will sound, and we will go to the second intermission with no score. Champlain Park, Coon Rapids, Wayzata, 0-0 on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Both Coon Rapids hockey teams taking the ice here at the Ice Center today. A much different story for the girls team. The boys win in a shootout 10-7, and here we have the girls after 2 periods scoreless against Wayzata. I think they did a little bit better bringing their A game early in that second period than they did in the first.
Yeah, absolutely. They were skating well. They were getting pucks in deep. They were working on the forecheck, getting opportunities. Let's see some of the highlights here, Joe.
Well, and a few more of those grade A chances for the home team in period number 2. Really didn't see many grade A chances in period 1 for them, but Unfortunately, a couple of defensive breakdowns again from the Bluebirds led to great chances for Wayzata, and Maddie Wastrel has had a big night. Not surprising. She has been stellar all season long, and especially coming off those last 2 games against top 10 teams. She's seen some pretty high-quality opportunities of late.
Yeah, those last 2 saves we saw on the screen were really good. There's some nice play by Wayzata from behind the net, and they come around, and the player gets knocked down for effort, but hey.
Yeah, they move the puck very well, and they play good complementary hockey. And again, I go back to what Coach Gutterman talked about pregame was still too many weak side lapses on defense, too much puck watching, and we have definitely seen that. And we've seen it lead directly to good scoring opportunities.
I saw 5 more shots in the house for Wayzata that period, and 3 for the Bluebirds. So that's 10 shots in the danger area in 2 periods. That's a lot.
Well, it doesn't matter until one gets behind the keeper. And don't forget, we've got more hockey coming up this week. On Tuesday, we're back here to see the boys as they host the Wildcats from Waconia. We'll take another break. Be back with period number 3 after this. You're watching girls high school hockey on CTF.
In 1998, CTN debuted one of the greatest broadcast trios ever assembled. Jerry the Coach Grant joined Howie and Joe to create a hockey announcing trifecta.
But they'll have to.
But after a wildly successful 10-year run, Jerry, the darling of the team, suddenly went missing. Letters of concern and support poured in from the hockey community as a massive manhunt was launched. After almost 2 days with no sightings, the search was finally called off. Fans say the coach always had a knack for technical insights that they so loved. But now, a new chapter begins in the legend of Jerry Grant. He's back, and in the broadcast booth of CTN, all season long.
Back at the Crick, just about ready to get the 3rd period underway. It comes down to these final 17 minutes. Which of these teams can light the lamp first and most often and come away with a victory to end their regular season schedule? Lily McKenzie, another outstanding season, 41 points in her junior campaign.
Yep.
I believe that equals, I think she had 41 last year as well. If I'm not mistaken, it was 41 points last year, 14 in her freshman year.
Well, that's a good year for anyone. For some, that's a career.
So she said her goal was 100 career points. I believe, if my math is correct and all of those numbers add up,
She's pretty darn close.
that would put her at 96.
96, yeah. Well, it'd be nice she got at least 2 more points here today. That would be very helpful for her team. Yeah. And she's tried. She's had some good opportunities. Definitely on the penalty kill, she's been really good.
Well, yeah, and she was out for almost all of the Bluebirds' last penalty kill, and definitely all of the Bluebirds' last power play, where we saw really all power play and penalty killers on the ice the entire 2-minute shift and beyond as the play continued.
Yeah. Well, with Bernovic out, she's probably getting a little more ice time than she normally does on those units, but she always gets a lot. It looks like they're waiting for the ice to set up down there.
A little bit of a delay as we await a less glossy veneer to the finish in that corner. Looks like they're looking at the opposite corner down in front of. Oh, wow, you can see the standing water down there.
Makes it pretty hard to play hockey when the water is pretty deep. That puck will sit right there, and we've seen that in the past where people have been swatting away at it like it's frozen to the ice.
Yeah, pucks don't move on wet ice very well.
No, they do not. All right, they figure, all right, good enough. Here we go.
But all right, that's enough. We had a late start due to the dramatic finish of the boys' game this afternoon in this building. And we got places to be.
Yeah.
Third period is underway. Still scoreless. Joe Young, Jerry Grant up above the action. Regular season finale. Champlain Park Coon Rapids coming in 14-8-2 on the season. Looking for that big 15th win on the year, and very likely would secure their spot as the number 4 seed in Section 5.
Looks like a little different lineup here.
Semling spun and put it toward the net. Didn't get through.
You got Bowden out with this line right now, as we were talking about in between periods.
I just think Bowden is a very similar style player to Sid Bernovic, who is normally on that wing. So would seem a natural fit, but I thought, and we talked about in the break, the line with her, Caitlin Easton and Easton and Evelyn Semling has really been had a solid game so far. Chance in close. Ketting spins and fires as Alphen took a shot as she carried to the slot.
She sure did. She got lit up. Refs have let them play. It's been a physical game.
No penalties in the first, 2 each way in the second. Shot from the point, patted away by Podiak. Zalka out to the point, stepping in is Easton. Sends it in deep, poked away by Kelebo. Long pass deflected, but ends up right on the stick of Morgan Kennedy. Kennedy into the zone on the backhand, shovels it across wide into the corner. Alphen couldn't scoop it up. Easton able to get it out to center, out of the reach of Zahalka. Turned back out to center by Lindahl, but right back in as Swegan. She's driving, pokes it away from the keeper as she goes crashing into the corner. Zahalka continues to battle for the puck in the near corner.
Good effort to start this period. Oh, and a penalty.
And I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I thought that was just unfortunate timing for Taylor Zahalka picking up her second penalty of the game. That's great effort from Kylie Swegan, poking it away from the keeper. If Zahalka is 2 steps tighter on her heels, it's a 1-goal game.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, Reed gets the penalty.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought they were calling it on Zahalka, but
yeah, she was in the area.
Yeah, there was a battle for the puck. I thought Zahalka was trying to lift her stick right when she got tripped up, and I thought it was just looked bad, although it was coincidental, but perhaps Reed had a stick in on the skates. Wayzata, not a great looking power play, has not been able to generate many good looks. Yeah. Lily McKenzie has had a couple of good opportunities shorthanded. Perhaps, they're going to be down 5 on 3 because that was a no doubt check for
we've seen
Nola Milton.
We've seen this from this team before where they've had to have real effort to kill some 5 on 3s in the third period. Just not a very good penalty.
Mokelke plays it back out to the point. Britt's walking in. Her shot misses wide, ends up behind the net. Battle continues. McKenzie finally touches up. The whistle blows. And the Trojans will have a 2-player advantage for a minute 9.
Milton's heading off. You see that check there? That's definitely, she threw the hip into her, and there she goes.
It's a solid check.
Yeah.
She knew it.
It's a good one. Well, you know, you start the period very well. You come out, get a lot of opportunities, and you take 2 penalties in a row, kill your momentum.
Oswego off the draw, able to send it all the way down. Podiak leaves it in the corner. McKenzie will pressure and then peel away and steal the pass. Tried to cut out front, lost the handle.
See her take that shot, then crash.
Morgan Kennedy slowed up just before she entered the zone instead of after, and that takes her teammate offside.
Well, and that's why you have a power play at 8.9%. Little things.
Possession and zone entry.
Get the puck and set it up.
Face-off win by McKenzie, not able to get it deep.
There's that powerful stick work by the Trojans again. They're real strong on their sticks.
Tip out front. Wastrel able to poke the rebound free. Blast from the point, deflected up and out of play.
And the Birds get a player to head out there to get McKenzie off and put on Bowden.
28 seconds remain on the penalty to Olivia Reed. Face off to the right of Maddie Wastrel. Stepik ties up with Bowden. Bowden able to come away with it. And she's dumped,
and
but no call.
That was a hook.
Yeah, if you lift the stick up over the head and it results in, taking the player to the ice, typically you're going to get that call, especially when you're down 5 on 3.
Exactly.
But the advantage continues. But it will expire before they convert. Whoa. Good hold at the line by Brits, but tip free by Bowden. Bowden going in one-on-one, flips it in on goal. And Podiak will hold for the faceoff.
Yeah, see what happened here on this little opportunity coming in. Little battle, there's the sticks right under the arms, and then even pitchforked her to the ice. Hello, and here's that opportunity coming in with a real nice drive and a shot there by Bowden. Bowden's had a good game.
A little bit of a late stick in on the gloves of Podiak after she had it. And I think Coach Gutterman was asking about that non-call down in the corner off the face-off.
Yeah, exactly. Reminds me of the, I think it was the South St. Paul game earlier in the year when they were, or Elk River, when they were down 5 on 3 and got mugged in the corner and didn't get a call back. Come on, give them a break.
Calabo able to enter the zone, had it poked off her stick, but Del Castillo lost the stick, able to get it back. Calabo shot from the point, missed wide. A rebound chance sent to the far corner by Lawrence. And here is Lily McKenzie, short-handed.
Speed, go.
Getting around the corner, getting mugged and drawing the penalty. She got the shot off, and it's the second time she's gone short-handed down to the other end and drawn a penalty. This whistle is going to blow right as the penalty to Milton expired. So
see the speed here. She's got the corner. Drive. There you go. I like to see the little scoot skate move too at the same time. When you got that corner, push that outside leg, give it 1 or 2 pumps, and you can really turn that corner. Because once you glide, they can keep up with you. But just keep pumping that leg once or twice, and then you'll get all the way around the corner, and hopefully you get a goal. But nice effort again by Lily McKenzie. She's been real tough on the penalty kill.
Alphen able to hold at the line. Along the board, skips away from Semling. Clear attempt. Hit Ostapek. Shot through traffic. Did not make it to the net. And Wayzata able to clear it all the way down. Wastrel takes a look. Tried to poke it to a spot. Semling holds her ground and takes Ostapek to the ice. Wayzata fans wanted a call that didn't come. Zahalka along the boards, trying to get it back to the point. Alphen, top of the circles, rolling puck across for McKenzie. Her shot right into the midsection of Podiak, and she'll hold for the faceoff.
Yeah, again, those wide shots. Podiak's been good. She's on her post, playing her angle. Got to keep moving that puck around, get a little better angle, better scoring opportunity. And find that bumper.
Off the draw, McKenzie able to get it into the corner. Bowden will carry behind. Stays away from the sweep check, gets it back. And then up top with it is Bowden. Again, it's Semling. Back to Bowden. Up top is Swegan. Back to Semling. Semling will move it into the corner for Bowden. Back to Semling.
There you go. Move that puck.
Played it out front. It was sticked away by Podiak, and then it trickled in where she could cover it up.
That was better. Better movement of the puck. Good job replacing each other, going to spots, replacing the player, moving it back around. It was a nice pass in front. Good coverage by Wayzata. There's a player there taking that play away. And
sometimes just throwing it on net weakly is all you need to create the chaos that leads to the puck crossing the goal line. Puck pulled free. Semling got there, but was bodied off of it. And here's Mokelke back the other way. She'll snap this shot, misses high and wide. Kept in near side by Leach. CPCR able to force it out. Leach able to get it back and get it to Mokelke. Mokelke had it tipped off her stick. So Halka jumps on it, flips it in, tries to get around the corner. It's taken down.
Good body checks by some of these bigger Wayzata players. They get in the way.
Mokelke fires it around, and McKenzie can't hold the zone. That'll do it for the penalty to Calabo. We're back to even strength. Just under 10 minutes to go in the third period. Still scoreless. Streeter fires it around. Scooped up with speed by Morgan Kennedy. Near side, it got away from Ostepik. Behind the net with it is Lily McKenzie. She gets through a couple of sticks. Weaves her way into the zone, and out front, McKenzie! Backhand goal! And talk about some silky mitts. She weaved through the entire Trojan team to find the net.
Yes, she did. The defense for Wayzata just kind of backed away once she got into the offensive zone, and Lily's very good with her vision and also her stick hand. You see her coming in here. She'll beat the first player, go to the middle, get that one player out of position, and the backup player, instead of going to the middle of the ice, gave her the middle. Or instead of going, she gave her the middle. She didn't go to the middle of the ice. And
yeah,
McKenzie just took it right there.
You had mentioned defense is played inside the dots, yep. But she got the right defender, Noelle Noble, really leaning towards the outside, yep. Allowed her to get back into the middle. And then a couple of quick switches in tight, yep. In front of Podiak, moved her out of the way, and slide the backhand into a wide open net. 16th of the season for Lily McKenzie. Well,
there's one of those 2 points we were talking about, so she's got one down. It was a very, very nice effort by Lily.
Tie up off the draws, the Halka. Able to get to the puck first. She's pinned there by Leach. Digging it free is Easton. Easton trying to circle it back to the corner. It's poked out to the line. Del Castillo sends it deep. Ketting gets it back to Del Castillo. Back to Ketting. To the top of the circles, a shot through traffic. Podiak made the save.
To be in the crease or a quick whistle or.
Yeah, a very quick whistle because.
Yeah. Like a rebound.
Crease would force it outside the zone, and he felt that she had caught it, or at least he thought she did.
Yeah, another good shift by that line. Uh-oh.
Britt's able to send it ahead for Crandall. Crandall down the left wing, cuts back in front of Alphen, has time, at her stick lifted, and it scores! A late stick lift from Eswegan almost took the puck away from her. Well, but Ostepik able to stick with it and tie the contest quickly.
Got outnumbered once again. Did not have that player back they needed. See here, got 4 people deep, 5 people deep. There we go. The weak side D was there, but good back check, but still able to get the puck in the net somehow. And now we're tied again.
The lead lasted less than a minute for Champlain Park Coon Rapids.
Cut to the middle.
And it looked like I thought that Oswego got a better piece of her stick and just swung at it and came up empty. And now Stepik able to stick with it. And even the score. McKenzie trying to dance her way to the offensive end again. Centering pass, Oswego shot. Rebound still loose. Behind the net is Bowden. She's tied up. Loose puck recovered by Noble, who gets it ahead. Held at the line by Alphen. Bouncing puck. Oswego had a touch. Getting to it and getting it to center, though, was Crandall.
Yeah, offside.
And offside are the Trojans.
Just looking for the referee or the linesman, and they're like, oh, there, okay, that's outside by about 1.5 feet.
That's being generous.
Yeah. I didn't bring my tape measure. You know, we're up here a little high ankle. Yeah, it's quite a battle. They say it's like a playoff game. These teams are going after each other.
Easton had it poked off her stick. Zahalka recovers, jams it into the Wayzata zone. Easton tied up with Brits along the boards. Del Castillo pokes it free. Ketting trying to find some room. A shot and just misses wide on the far side.
Too bad. Good effort.
Nola Milton gets it back down low. Ketting couldn't get to it. Zahalka can. Out of the reach again of Kyla Ketting. And again sent out to center. Milton pressured by Jenna Brits. Brits comes up with it. Looking out front, and Sanders was covered. Zahalka chips it to center. Sent back in by Calabo. Tie-up right at center ice. Dump attempt hit the official. Semling gets it back in the Wayzata end. McKenzie trying to poke it free but can't. Sanders out to center, will dump it in. Trojans completing a line change. Alphen's reverse attempt didn't have enough on it, was taken away. And Wayzata trying to establish the zone. Pass taken away by McKenzie, skipped it around Noble out to center, but Noble able to recover and their dump in led to an offside.
Too bad. That was a 2-on-1. McKenzie could have just got that puck by the defender, but good job by blocking it.
A Stepik shot, stick save by Wastrel. Alphen can't get it past a Stepik behind the net.
She was waiting for that reverse.
Crandall's shot is blocked. She recovers it in the corner, pressured by McKenzie. Able to pry the puck free. Semling's pass in the skates of Bowden. Able to stop up, get it back to Semling. Semling trying to get around the corner, sent it behind the net. Bowden gets there first. Tried to reverse. That was cut off. Wayzata sends it the length of the ice. Callie Alford will gather speed as she exits the zone. Ridden off it at the Wayzata blue line. Bowden there trying to tip it past the traffic. Wayzata able to send it all the way down again.
Repeat.
Oswego fires it to the other end. Leach clears the zone. Both teams just trying to keep it out of their defensive end.
Yes, that's a good idea with 4:50 left. Well,
that one nearly turned over right in the skates of Zahalka. Oswego a takeaway, and it's poked away from her by Brits out to center. Ketting stopped up. Brits shovels it back into the zone. Right back out by Claire Freed all the way down. That one will be icing. Face off of the Wayzata end. 4:28 to go in a 1-1 game.
Yeah, Bluebirds with 29 shots on goal, 18. They're getting the opportunities, just only getting one by so far.
They had that lead for a very short time, less than a minute. 50 seconds to be exact came off the clock between the Bluebirds goal and the Trojans equalizer. McKenzie top of the zone. Shot saved by Podiak. Bowden trying to work her way out of the corner. Fanned on the attempt to get it in deep. She'll steal it right back though. McKenzie sends it in, skips off a defender's stick. Bowden pressuring. Bowden will come up with the puck.
Had McKenzie, she could have got it, but
chance for McKenzie out front. Tried to just chip it in on the backhand as there was a lot of traffic down there and Podiak was out of position. McKenzie emerges from the scrum with the puck. Fans on the dump attempt. Poked out to center by Sanders. She gets to it. And good recovery for Briley Del Castillo. Del Castillo, another one of those Cardinal seniors playing in her last home game. Out front, and shot to goal! June Semling off the feed from Del Castillo, and the Bluebirds take the lead with 3:21 to go.
Well, Del Castillo made that happen with a great rush down the left side. She's able to get some space. She took it, and she's able to get her head up inside the blue line. Saw Semling over there on the right side. Semling took it. Has a very good shot. She was able to tuck it in the net there. There's that pass. Just ticked by the Wayzata defender, and it just gets to that goaltender's blocker side and right in. Good shot.
I misstated earlier that it was exactly 50 seconds between the goals. It was actually 54.
54. Let's see if they can repeat that. Hopefully not for the Bluebirds.
Trojans able to get it back into the zone, and they have done a nice job pressuring in zone and forechecking, just making it difficult for the Bluebirds to try and break the puck out.
Try to get the puck out, and there's somebody stick in the way, and there's a body in the way, and it's been very effective.
Shot from the point misses wide. Noble will jam it back in deep. Alphen couldn't control on the backhand. Gets another chance, comes up empty again. Played toward the front of the net by Brits, but CPCR able to get it back to the boards.
Getting tired. It's been a physical game.
Stepik sandwiched behind the net. Loose puck scooped up by Callie Alphen, and she races to the other end. Callie Alphen is shot. Glove save. Rebound pushed out front, and Podiak able to jump on top of it.
Well, the offense has come from the defense in this period. Every time we get an opportunity, it seems like a Bluebird defender is making a nice rush up the ice. That time was Alphen. And that has been the difference in this period. Once they've activated, it's caused some problems for Wayzata. And now all you have to do is think about 2-11. When are they going to pull their goalie? Just play smart. Keep the puck down here as much as you can. Make sure you have the third player back. All those little things we talked about how many times, Joe? About 1,000?
Well, and as you mentioned, they have been able to take better control of the scoreboard, but here's Mokelke behind the defense. A huge save by Wastrel. Mokelke tackled into the rim after the fact, but it doesn't look like it's going to result in a penalty. Fortunately for Champlain Park Coon Rapids, because
what's amazing to me is how do you have a forward as the only player back?
Oh, it wasn't a penalty. Okay, I thought it was more clear. Yeah. Well, and I think McKenzie's stick is actually what tripped up Briley Del Castillo. She slid into the net, and then Mokelke tripped over her.
Oh my! Well,
pressure, intensity, and speed. We have it all here in the late goings. Yeah. But as I was just making that point, not only have they taken control on the shot clock, but in convincing fashion, up 34-19 in that shots on goal.
But then all of a sudden, you win a face-off, something happens, all of a sudden you're springing a player on a breakaway against a forward.
It matters. It matters little when the goal differential is 1.
Yeah, tighten things up, play good defense, always thinking about going back. Sometimes you think forward too much, you can get in trouble. That's why I'm not coaching anymore. I'd be pulling my hair out right now.
Well, no matter what team you're coaching at this level, how good they are, how bad they are, no matter the team you're facing, they're always going to be teenagers.
They're always teenagers. And that is the bottom line. Yes. And both teams, I'll give them a lot of credit. They've played hard.
Very. It's been an entertaining contest.
A real battle tonight. It's been physical.
And I would think if I'm Champlain Park Coon Rapids, I'm feeling pretty good that we're up 2-1. And yeah, the shots on goal looks lopsided, but realistically, their goaltender is the star of the game right now.
Yeah.
Maddie Wastrel has made
5 or 6 stellar saves.
Wayzata could easily be up by a goal or 2 at this point.
I would agree. Yep, they've been really good in the offensive zone, Wayzata, and winning battles. They use good body position. They get in the way of people, and the goalie's pulled.
They called a timeout with 2:01 to go. They pulled the netminder. McKenzie, the length of the ice, misses by a couple feet.
Oh, too bad it's not college. It would still have been playing because the Bluebird player got there first, but this is high school. I'd like to see him change that rule, make it a little more fun.
I don't know. I'm still more intrigued by the PWHL rule of a shorthanded goal ends a penalty.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Face-off win for Wayzata. Shot from the top, deflected, misses wide into the corner. Recovered by the Trojans, but it hops over a Stepik stick, and then Semling pokes it away from her. Mokelke comes back to recover, poked off her stick. McKenzie will send it into the wide open net.
And there's their second point.
The deal.
Just as we talked about, Joe, if she gets 2 points tonight, it would help. There they are.
And we go back to that Minneapolis math now. 88 or 98 points 98 in her career, I believe.
I think so. And if she ends up getting 2 more in the next game, that would be a good thing too, and it would help them probably win a game, I think. When she scores like she is tonight, there always seems to be on the top of the score sheet. So real good effort by everybody to get that loose puck, and McKenzie picked it up and walked to the net.
Semling picking up a goal and an assist in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, good hard work.
Trojans get it deep. Del Castillo tied up. Freed sends it back round to the near side. Semling pokes it out to center. Podiak staying in her net. Under a minute now to go. And her team trailing by 2. Evelyn Semling battling in the corner, pressured by Neris.
Good hustle by her in her last senior home game.
McKenzie bodies a defender off the puck. Now it poked off her stick. Pageant keeps it in at the blue line.
Nice that she's able to play with her sister in her last shift here.
Sent around. Del Castillo sends it back in. Kicked at and recovered by McKenzie. Walking out front, misses wide. Looking for the hat trick. Shot. Stick save by Podiak. Passionate. Holds. Walks off the boards. Top of the slot. Leaves it for Evelyn Semling. Her shot is blocked.
Semling got hit with a stick on that follow through there. Hopefully she'll be all right.
Crandall sends it to the other end, and Del Castillo holds for the buzzer, and the Champlain Park Coon Rapids Fighting Bluebirds score their 15th win of the season, finish the regular season 15-8-2.
That's a good record for anyone. That's a really good season for the Bluebirds, and they can be real proud of that. And now they start the new season at 0-0 and head to the playoffs, as you probably say, the number 4 seed more than likely, and might end up with Rogers, which tough to beat a team 3 times in 1 year is the old adage. It'll be a good game.
Always is, and Rogers will have revenge on their mind for last season as well, as the Cardinals sent them home in the quarterfinal, or the Bluebirds rather, sent them home from the quarterfinals before falling to Maple Grove in the semis. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Champlin Park. Well, let's take a quick look at what we have coming up for you first. Boys hockey against the Waconia Wildcats on Tuesday. Girls basketball on Thursday next week. And boys basketball on Friday. It's a busy week on CTN. We hope you can join us. That's going to do it for this edition. Again, the final score, Bluebirds 3, Trojans 1. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN for the entire crew, including Director Joel Sipper and my partner, Jerry Grant. I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.